Expository writing. Our learning target is I can explain what is expository writing. So at the beginning of this year, we started off with personal narratives, which is when we're telling a story. Now for the rest of this year, we're going to be focusing on and becoming experts in expository writing. And I'm really excited about this type of writing. It's one of my favorite types of writing. So let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what are some of the elements of expository writing. So, expository writing to me is something that basically explains a topic, kind of like an x-ray. An x-ray explains to you maybe if your bones are broken, or it just explains to the doctor what's going on, what they need to know. Do you hear the word explain? Okay, and expository there, and then explain. So those two things, they're explaining something to you. So expository explains, it explores, and it examines. Are you seeing a pattern here so far? The topics are focused on real things, people, events, places, and ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and circle real. Okay, this is something that's important here. Expository writing provides facts, reasons, and examples, and tells you why. Okay, so personal narrative, it told you a story. Expository, you are explaining something. Just as if you were to explain to your math teacher why you think 2 plus 2 equals 4. You would have to explain to your teacher about how each part of 2 has one piece there and one there, and all those together equal 4. So you're explaining something in math. You do that every single day when you show your work. Well, expository writing is explaining something in words. So let's take a look at an example here. Now tomorrow, you're going to be looking at the same piece of writing, and we're really going to examine it a little bit deeper. So today, it's more just to kind of understand it and get the gist of it. So go ahead and read along with me. A best friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. An encyclopedia supplies interesting facts on friendship, but all the definitions and facts do not convey what friendship is really all about. It cannot be understood through words or exaggerations. The only way to understand friendship is through experience. In my experience, a friend should be a good listener and loyal. So hopefully you're kind of getting what my main idea is right now. It's about friendship, being a good listener and loyal. In some ways, being a good listener is why many people become friends in the first place. One day at school, I was feeling gloomy about a dreadful grade I received on my progress report card. My friend Bree noticed that my eyes were filling up with tears. She listened to my concerns of personal disappointment and assured me that if I worked hard, I could eventually raise my grade up. That day, when she listened to me, I immediately felt better by just having a friend to talk to. Okay, so again, remember that expository explains. So I'm explaining what makes a good friend. And in this paragraph, I told you that a good friend was a listener. So that's my first reason on how I explained friendship. All right, here's my second reason. On the other hand, if friends are not loyal to each other, their friendship could crumble as fast as a cookie. To illustrate, once when I was playing Foursquare, another student told me that I was dumber than dirt. My friends immediately jumped in and firmly stated that if they didn't have anything nice to say, to just leave the game. I was so elated that they had my back. Alright, so again, my next reason for what makes a good friend, I explained what loyal meant to me, and I explained it to you down here in that paragraph. At the end, I wrapped it up. So just as Woody always says to Buzz, you've got a friend in me. We listen and have each other's backs because that is what makes a treasured friend. All right, so think about again, what were my reasons? My topic was friendship. My 2 reasons were being loyal and my other reason was being a good listener. And good listener. So today I've explained to you in my expository writing what makes a good friend with my 2 reasons right here. Now, if you still have questions in your head, good. That's a good thing, because guess what? This was just a really short, brief introduction of expository. But this writing unit is actually a type of writing that we're going to focus on all the way until April. So we have a lot of time to become experts in this. We're going to work on many different papers, and you are going to be so amazed with how much your writing brain is going to stretch and grow with expository by the time we reach May. So just keep writing, guys. Don't give up, okay? If you're confused today, that's a good thing. Don't worry. We'll get it, okay?